Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Tiger, up here today, guys. It's been a long time, but I did say that there might be one, and that is right, guys. It is time for a pickups video. Oh, it's been a long time. And sorry if I wake you up, hamster. I'm down with my family's for the weekend. Just me, come down for a few days, see the family and that stuff. I'm actually recording in one of my brother's room. I don't think I've ever recorded in this room, actually. Don't want to be too loud. There's a hamster right behind the camera, actually. My brother's girlfriend got a hamster now. Little Russian dwarf hamster. Quite friendly, actually. Quite cute. Managed to hold it yesterday and she didn't bite me or anything. So, quite a nice little thing, hamster there. I'm quite excited about today's pickups, guys, because I've got yet another wish list item. That's right, I have these games and DVDs or whatever that I just really want, or games, you know, that, like for example the Mr. Domino game, and you know how excited I was when I got that. Well, I've got another one today that I have been looking for quite a while, and like I said, you know, there's Amazon and eBay and things, stuff you can go online and get straight away, but where's the fun in that? So I've got 8 DVDs here, well 9, 3 PlayStation 1 games, and one of those games is the wish list item, 4 PlayStation 4 games, and 5 PlayStation 2 games. I just thought I'd show these off. I got my son a couple of Matchbox cards, got him these 2 Jurassic World ones, got the sort of Jeep one there, and then the classic Jurassic Park Jeep thing there. They were on offer for £1 in the Entertainer. So when I grew up with Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars and loads of toy cars. So, you know, I want to sort of carry on that tradition. And Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars, you know, they're very solid pieces of toys, and you know, they're not cheap plastic things. They're metal. Yeah, some of them are plastic, but they are, for the most part, quite worth the money. The sets aren't really worth the money with all the loops and that. They're just a nightmare. But the actual toy cars are actually quite nice. And even so, you know, some of them, you know, like they do all these Spider-Man ones, the Marvel and the DC ones, and all these movie ones and the Star Wars ones. I think they'd look pretty cool, actually, as sort of collector's items, you know, maybe worth a bit of money in the future. But I thought I'd give these 2 for my son and sort of pass on the torch, the tradition of what I used to get. Where to start? You know what, guys? I think we're going... So, yeah, no Xbox today. It's all PlayStation. But I think we'll start with the DVDs. Yes, guys, as is tradition, more 50p DVDs. And one little box set as well, actually, which was quite nice. So, up first, we've got here 3:10 to Yuma. It's a Western film. It's got Russell Crowe in it and Christian Bale. Don't really know much about it. I've heard of it. And I don't know, I just was looking through them, and I've got 8 of them, so it worked out it's £4, so not too bad. I've been in the mood to watch a bit of a Western lately, actually, and you know, I can use my brother's PS4 to watch a film if I really want, if he's not on it. But I've been playing Samurai Warriors 4 too, so maybe a review on that will come maybe on Sunday. So maybe I'll do a review on that Sunday before I go home on Monday. That's weather permitting. It's snowing like hell out there, and I've been out in town and my feet were frozen. Yeah, they didn't really give me much protection issues. But yeah, 3:10 to Yuma. And then we have 10,000 BC. Again, these films aren't anything new, so don't be expecting anything like brand new and stuff. These are all like older films, and you know, but like I always say, if I haven't seen it, it's new to me. You know what I mean? Nice coffee, guys. That's how I have decaf. Can't drink too much caffeine, not good for you. But yeah, 10,000 BC. Don't really know how good this film is, but I hear it's actually one of those films that's actually quite decent. Then we got here a film called Army of Valhalla. Valhalla, I think it's called. Yeah, Valhalla. Yeah, it's a Viking film, I think. Knights or Vikings. Don't really know much about it. Probably be quite a cool little, you know, battles and things like that. Yeah, so forsaken by the gods, raised in hell, they will have revenge. Sounds interesting. Then I got Black Hawk Down. Again, one of those very well-known war movies. 2-disc version here. So, not too bad, yeah. Probably give that a watch at some point. Then I got this movie that I don't really know anything about, but I just got it because the case is really cool. It's got this really cool sort of shiny thing on it, and it's called Cypher, and it's a special edition. It's called Cypher, and it's got Lucy Liu in it, so I'm guessing it's sort of like a sci-fi film. Looking at this, it looks sort of like something like The Matrix or something in that sort of vein. I don't really know much about it, but hey, it might be pretty good. And yeah, I really like this cover, actually. It's really interesting, really trippy as well. You wouldn't want to look at that when you're on some sort of drugs or something like that, I assure you. Then I've got two very classic films, in my opinion. Grow up with this one. That's right, Men in Black. Oh yeah, loved Men in Black growing up. Really loved the original Men in Black. Again, you know, Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, you know, very known actors. And Men in Black is classic as classic comes. I hear they're trying to do a new Men in Black or something. I know there's an animated film about spies with Will Smith coming out. Looks sort of like a Men in Black style film. And then I also got Men in Black 2. Took me ages to actually watch this film years ago. I didn't really much care for this one as much as I did the first one. The first one is amazing. But yeah, lots of special features and things on this one. Don't have 3. They didn't have 3, so I have to keep an eye out for 3. Then I've got Sin City. I hear this is a really good sort of film noir, you know, Quentin Tarantino movie. You know, lots of violence and things like that. Very thing. Oh, it's got Bruce Willis in it and Jessica Alba. Bruce Willis, so well-known actor there. I've heard this is a pretty good movie. And then the box set thing I got here was Marvel's Iron Man seasons 1 and 2. I don't know what year this one is. 1995. This came out the year I was born. Yes, guys. 6 disc thing. I don't know if this is the complete set. I don't know how many seasons there are of this particular Iron Man show, but this is an older Iron Man. I think I actually watched a few of these on Netflix. It used to be on Netflix. Now we have Iron Man: The Armored Adventures. It's the only Iron Man that's on Netflix. I've been trying to go through and watch all of the Marvel cartoons and TV shows and things like that. So £2.50 they were. And all the rest of those DVDs were 50p. You know what? We'll go from oldest to newest here. On the PlayStation 1 from Cash Generator, they had a ton of games, and I mean a load of games. Loads of PlayStation 2 games, pretty much I had them all. Loads of PlayStation 1 games, most of them were reasonably priced. Couldn't really argue with the prices they were charging for them. Some of them, there was one that was quite expensive, but I assume it was a rare game. So, I was a bit gutted because he said to me, oh, you know, in a few days' time, we're getting another 100 PlayStation 1 games. I'm like, you bastard. I'm going back Monday, well, weather permitting, I guess. But I picked up Duke Nukem. Grew up playing Duke Nukem. Loved Duke Nukem. I don't think I ever played this one. This is the Duke Nukem 3D, I think it is. The first person Duke Nukem. I grew up playing Land of the Babes, I think it was, and Time to Kill, I think it was called, the third person ones. Gotta love Duke Nukem, and £1.49. Can't argue with that. Also, for £1.49, I got Soul Blade. For those of you who don't know what Soul Blade is, it's Soul Calibur. They just changed the name off when it comes to Soul Calibur 2. They just called it Soul Calibur. I don't know why they didn't just keep them all called Soul Blade. I don't know. Maybe they thought Calibur was better. But yeah, classic fighting game here. And then that was also £1.49. And for £7.99, this is the wish list item that I wanted for a long time. And that is RC Go. I grew up with this game. I remember I actually got this game from Asda. When Asda used to sell PlayStation 1 games back in the day. It was in the bargain bin. And this game is so fun. It's a radio control car racing game, and it sort of has this sort of it's very similar to the, you know, RC Revenge, not RC Revenge Pro, the like Rock and Roll Racing and stuff like that on Super Nintendo, that sort of style of racing game. And it's a really fun game. It's really cool. You can like do all this customization with your cars, and it was $7.99. I was tempted to just leave it, but I thought for $7.99, you know, it's normally more than what I'd normally pay for a PlayStation 1 game in a pawn shop. But I had to have this game in my collection because I grew up loving this game, and you know, I really want to put this back in my PlayStation 2 and play this because I love this game. You know, Taito and Acclaim here. Yeah, the only issue there is that some people might have with this game is it's not 2-player. It's only a 1-player game. I think they could have done a 2-player mode in it. I think they could have, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't really have many people that want to play, you know, PlayStation 1 games with me these days. And then for the PlayStation 2, just a bunch of cheap ones here. Nothing too special, but some games that I didn't have nonetheless. Again, it's getting really hard to get PlayStation 2 games these days. The cheap ones, again, most of the ones that you find that I don't have are sports games or iToy or Buzz games, you know, peripheral based games, or you know, the ones that I don't have are normally the expensive games, you know, the £10 plus games, you know, like the fighting games and the Street Fighters and the RPGs and things. Games that I do want to have. Of course, I want a full PlayStation 2 set. That's always been my goal, and I'm still working on that. It's just I don't really want to pay out a big sum of money on one game, especially for an older system. If it's you know, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, something I play you know, on a daily basis, then yeah, I guess. But older games, I prefer to just try and get them as cheap as possible. Or any games really. So I picked up International Golf Pro, just another cheap golf game at 50p. Also for 50p I got Runabout 3 New Age. I'm sure when I was a kid I played the PlayStation 1 version of this game. There was a PlayStation 1 game. It's not too bad actually. It's kind of a fun sort of racing, you know, open world racing, arcade racer sort of thing. It seems like you can be tanks and stuff in this game. So yeah, kind of one of them racing / action based video games. 50p. For 75p I got The Great Escape. I thought I had this game, but I didn't, so couldn't really complain there. Based on the movie, I believe it is. But yeah, it's a sort of you know, stealth action game based on the movie, which is obviously, I think, based on a real life event. 75p that was. For £1 I picked up Myst 3 Exile. I have no chance whatsoever to really play this game, guys, because but this game you can actually use a USB mouse. I didn't even know that the PlayStation 2 had a mouse, or at least was compatible with a mouse. But these games are known amongst PC gamers, especially the, you know, 90s and early 2000 PC gamers. You know, being like point and click adventure games. Very good point and click adventure games, but I'm not very good at those sort of games. I don't have the patience for those sort of games, but didn't have it. And then I got this one from a charity shop. It was the only game that I got from my local charity shop, and that was Guitar Hero 5 on the PlayStation 2. Didn't have this one on PlayStation 2. I think I have it on Xbox 360. Problem is with Guitar Hero is most of the games you need the guitar to play, and the only issues I have with all these guitars and instruments is they take up quite a bit of room. So I'm not really going out of my way to try and get all of these instruments and peripherals and things, because they're, you know, they're more you know, they're more than what you would pay. And it's got this little poster in here as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, Guitar Hero's classic, and it's actually we haven't really heard much about Guitar Hero. It seems Activision have sort of given up on Guitar Hero. We've been, we still got Rock Band, but we haven't really had a Guitar Hero game in a while. So maybe in the future we might get a new Guitar Hero game. It'd be nice to see them go back and let you play it with the controller. Just then you've got a rhythm-based game without guitar, because I know some people say it sort of defeats the point of the game, but it's actually quite fun playing it as a rhythm-based game. And then 4 games. 3 of them are exclusives. 1 of them is a multi-platform game. I did say that I'm going to go for a swap over from Xbox now to PlayStation 4. So don't be surprised if I get some multi-platform games for the PS4 now. Just got the Elder Scrolls Online, £2.50. I've had this game like so many times. I just thought, you know what, for £2.50, I'll get it and I'll keep it in my PS4 collection. And you know what, I've actually wanted a sort of online game that I can play on my PS4, because I don't really have any online games that I can play on my PS4. Not games. I've got games that have online, but I don't really have a game that's dedicated as an online dedicated game, a game you have to play online. So maybe I'll go back into Elder Scrolls, and maybe I'll hopefully get into this. I know there's loads of expansion packs and things for this now, so I'll try and get back into it, and if I do, then I'll probably pick up the expansion packs and things in the future. But nonetheless, still not bad for £2.50. Very happy, because not only did I get one wishlist item, I got not 1 but 2 more Koei Tecmo games, guys. If you know me, I'm going for a full Koei Tecmo set. Koei Tecmo / Omega Force, very known for making Dynasty Warriors and Warriors games, but I've got a couple here that aren't Warriors games, and they do dabble in JRPGs and things. I've picked up Tokudun Kiwami. It was the only game that they had in Game City that I got, which is, I think this is a remaster of the original. I think the original was on PlayStation 3, I think. Might be wrong. Like I said, I'm going for a full Koei Tecmo set. I have played a little bit of this game, because you can play the free version. There's a free version you can download off the PlayStation Store, which is sort of like a demo almost. It's sort of like a light version, where you don't have everything in the game. You only have a certain amount of stuff, but lets you try out the game at least. And for a £5, I couldn't really say no. I've got to have this game in the collection for Koei Tecmo games, and I don't think this is Omega Force. Oh, it is Omega Force. So yeah, going for a full Koei Tecmo set, Koei Omega Force stuff. And ironically, I also picked up for £10 Tokudun 2. I've played, like I said, I played a little bit of it. It's very, it sort of reminds me a little bit of, like, say, Monster Hunter or something like that. Very deep RPG game and stuff like that, hack and slash as well. It sort of reminds me of, like, Monster Hunter and things like that. I might have played Tokudun 2, actually, I can't remember. So yeah, 2 more Omega Force games into the collection. We're going good with that. Soon, guys, hopefully, when I get them all, guys, there will be a complete Omega Force collection. And then last but not least, I got another JRPG, funnily enough. There's so many JRPGs on the PlayStation 4, and that's what I'm trying to go for first, is get the more exclusive games and stuff before I get the multi-platform ones. Normally, I normally don't care, but doesn't matter. I picked up Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. I think I've got Star Ocean on the Xbox 360, and I think I have one on the PlayStation 2. Star Ocean's Square Enix again, of course. If it's a JRPG, Square Enix are well known and very they're the right people to go to when you want a JRPG made. Final Fantasy and so forth. Star Ocean, I hear, is actually a pretty good series. Again, the problem is with these JRPGs is you really need to put time into them, and if you don't have a lot of time, you can't really, you can't really enjoy it as much as some people can. It's one of those games that you can sort of put hundreds of hours into these games and still not do everything, and I appreciate what that Sony really do push, you know, JRPGs and things on their system because, you know, Sony, Japanese company. But I like the fact that they don't, they like to give us games that are very long. So, you know, if you're someone like, you know, who don't have a lot of money to get games and stuff like that, at least, you know, Sony give you games that are really long. So if you're not like me and you don't have hundreds and hundreds of games, you only have a few games, you know, you can get yourself something like a JRPG and stuff, and you'll be set for a while. So, but that being said, guys, that's today's pickups. My favourite one has to be RC to Go. Very, very happy to get this. It's been a wish list item for me for a long time. I did not expect to see this. When I seen it, I was like, you know what? I've got to have it. Yeah, like I said, it's always nice to get some more PlayStation 4 games. Like I said, I'm pushing my PlayStation 4 more than anything at the moment. So, but that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like. And of course, comment below, guys. Let me know what you've picked up recently. What would you rate today's pickups? I would rate it a good, say, about an 8 out of 10. You know, I haven't got loads of stuff, but what I have got is pretty decent. You know, it's always good to, you know, three more PlayStation 4 exclusives is always good. You know, one multi-platform game there, but again, better than nothing, okay? And of course, guys, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. And of course, guys, check out social media links in the description below. I'll probably actually go and do all of that now, edit the last few videos, make sure, you know, do all the thumbnails and stuff. I'm so sorry that I haven't done it in a while. Just been getting quite busy as of late. And I spent a bit of money more on my Marvel Future Fight. I normally don't pay for mobile games, but I'm really enjoying Future Fight. And the good thing is with Future Fight is when you pay for some, like one of the bundle deals, you get it over 30 days. So every day you log in, you get extra stuff, which is really good. And I think more companies should do that rather than a one payment and that's it. So that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. And as always, have a nice day. And I will see you in the next video. I said that twice, but who cares? Take care, guys. And bye-bye. It'll probably be a Samurai Warriors 4-2 review. So I'll play some more of that later on tonight. And hopefully I'll be able to, you know, get some more information on the game. So take care, guys.